But moving on to another very interesting story, I feel like this whole day we are speaking about bullying and bad character. Okay, Janet Mbugua, we all know her from Inuadada project, where she actually does help a lot of people and helps a lot of dadas. Quite literally, it's in the name. Inuadada, help a sister, okay? So Janet Mbugua spoke about the fact that when she was pregnant and she was a TV host or a TV presenter, and she got pregnant during this time, and she decided, I'm a woman, but at the same time, I have a job to do.
True.
So she continued to anchor the news while being pregnant. And certainly, for whatever reason, people are people and they are mean. They came at her and they would say things like, we can't stand to look at her like that when she's pregnant on TV. She needs to take an exit for a while until she gives birth. While she over here, she's too pregnant to be on TV and stuff like that. You know, there was a lot of bullying with regard to her and her pregnancy. And the mere fact that she's a woman on TV and a big personality on TV, and she used to have a primetime show as well, that was already a problem. Like, she's a woman, period. You're going to be discussed. What did you wear? What did you look like? Are you wearing too much makeup? Are you wearing no makeup at all? There's always something to nitpick about simply because you're a woman. Have you gotten fat? Have you gotten skinny? All of these things happen and they're constant and consistent. But now when it becomes so what's the word for it? It becomes so evident and consistent. There's a word for it. There's a B word for it, which I'm losing, but it's okay. When it becomes so obvious that people actually don't like you simply because you are carrying a child in your stomach, in your womb, it was very problematic. So she says she did have to deal with this afterwards. It took a lot of healing, it took a lot of grace, and it took a lot of time for her to understand that, yes, I am on the ground, I am probably going through a really terrible situation of cyberbullying or bullying on the internet, but at the same time, I have to do my job. So it is that thought process of, how am I going to be brave enough to go and do my job, and at the same time, still be brave enough to be a woman and represent many other women in many other professions who have others look at them in the same way, which I think is very bold. I think it's very strong of her, and I genuinely love Janet Mbugua. Other than the problematic ex-husband, she's really a very strong mentor to many, many women, and we appreciate her for even speaking out for things that we wouldn't be brave enough to speak about ourselves. You know what I mean? But she continues to say, be strong, be courageous. Even when you're suffering, guess what? Your friends and family will always be there for you. So just take that and use it to your advantage.
I think it's a bit unfortunate that some of these professions have been sexualized a little bit too much. You know, we have seen it a lot, especially people who are on TV all the time. It's gotten to a point where it's not about how well you can enunciate yourself and articulate yourself and say the news and present the news. It's about how do you look. And it was even a topic of discussion where, especially in Brazil, the ladies who used to do the weather forecast.
Oh my God, the weather girls.
The weather girls. You're like, are you here as a meteorologist or are you here as a shower? Because it was getting out of hand, you know. You're just here to say if it's going to rain the next day. Why are you naked? Why can I see your thighs? You know, it's just unfortunate that, you know, professions have been sexualized to this level. And it's just, it's not just news anchoring and news presenting and TV hosts, because we get the brunt of it sometimes, you know. You'll come here, you're thinking, today I'll look good. And then somebody says, hey, hiyo nguo ilikuwa refu leo, kwani ulikuwa umeenda kanisa? You're like, girl, what you mean? Or you think you're looking very good. They're like, siku hizi unajifunika, kwani what's going on? Are you hiding a pregnancy? As if it's such a bad thing that you have to hide a pregnancy. Even air hostesses, it's not about how you can serve a drink or help in an emergency. It's how you look. It's how you look in 6-inch heels. And I think that is unfortunate.
It really
So
is.
who do we blame? Do we blame the patriarchy? But we're not going to do that. We're going to blame individuals.
Blame
who
the
have
society,
this.
because
Exactly.
even women do it. And in fact, women, we are way worse with bullying than others.
Yep.
Because you're like, it's like, I don't know. Hey, recently, well, let me tell you, the internet is not your mother's or your grandmother's.
And
Just
we're
know
not
that.
saying we are above it. Sometimes I'll
We
find
do
myself
that
on the
too.
internet and I think something in my head. I'm like, is this my internalized misogyny?
Sexism.
Sexism, trying to pick out, and or sometimes I'm very quick to go to the comment section when I spot something shady on a video, like her dress looks funny, I'm like, comments, I'm like, why did I go to the, why do I want to see her get
what
roasted?
is it? What is
What's
it
the
about
reason?
me? What is it about her looking bad that makes
Exactly.
me feel stronger or bolder?
Why am I triggered by the fact that she put herself out there? Obviously, she saw it before I saw it.
Imagine that.
And still decided to go ahead and post the
it.
video.
So why are you pointing
so
it
why
out?
am I triggered? You ask. It's a difficult conversation.
I was laughing and telling Turi that I had sent a whole message that I'd sent to someone today.
A whole paragraph.
A whole paragraph, you guys. It was insane. And in my mind, I thought I was being very, very helpful. And then I just asked myself,
As who?
who am I?
Who are you to tell this person?
With what knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and experience do I have that I am bold enough to give someone advice? Did
But
you know?
it's the internet. The internet makes you feel like this is my sister. This is my auntie. I can tell her anything I want.
Do you know what?
So before you come and tell me, by the way, your stomach has been looking good, I am not a snake. I am a human being. Human beings don't have flat stomach.
Our producer just now said some very sad things to me. And like, it happens all the time. I feel like it's internalized sexism, internalized, I don't even know, misogyny. It's internalized, I don't know. There's so much stuff that's been internalized that's now coming out. And also, we just lack the ability to be individuals. Like, individuality has now been shunned. Have you noticed nowadays when you go to someone's comment section, what do you say? Yeah, sis, we see you. Who is we? Aren't you the one who is commenting?
Only
Why
demons.
are you commenting?
Only demons identify as we.
Who is we?
We are legion. You are alone. You are he.
Walk
you are
on
she.
us.
What is
Walk
them?
on us. Walk on me. Use the word me. Make it an individual comment. And we stand a queen. Who is we? Who is we? Can you say, I stand you queen? As in,
why are you a demon?
Exactly. We have become so much of a group and herd mentality that even our comments, even the way we speak nowadays is very collective. Like, you can't think as an individual. You can't pass. We need to change. We really do.